Oh, shit. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Did that go through? Very good. All right, where are we at here? God damn, that's fucking bright. Good evening and Happy New Year. Hello from Canada. 2026 thingy. Evening. Hey. What is everybody up to on a Monday? New Zealand. Jesus Christ, that's far away. What's up, Frank? How you doing, buddy? What's up, buddy? Uh, this is Frank. His actual name is Franklin. He's named after the Grateful Dead song Franklin's Tower. What recourses does the states have if Trump orders troops in the cities? Just you keep taking them to court. You could have state troopers potentially block the actions of state troopers or of National Guard troops. But I mean, you got to rely on the judiciary, which is what is going on right now. Franklin's a good name. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I named him. I picked him out. I named him. He's my cat. Let's talk about butter sausage. What is it? What does it do? Why is it in my face? Let's talk about butter sausage. Hey, easy there, killer. Any New Year's resolutions? I don't really do New Year's resolutions. Did you see the Grateful Dead when Bruce Hornsby? What is this here? Do it again. What is this? Is there another crash? shut the fuck up. Hang on a second, guys. We're having a lot of accidents with the snow and shit today all of a sudden. That sucks. What the fuck were we talking about? Sorry, I got a news crawl and Gary Busey, yes. Somebody asked a question though. What was the fucking question? I don't even remember. I'm sorry, man. Tom Live, how about them apples? Yes. Time to puff, puff, pass. Yes. Breaking news. This is Tom coming to you live. Yes. Shrooms. Haven't done them in a long time, like 30 years. Butter. I know we were talking about butter sauce. Oh, shit. I was right in the middle of the buttered sausage. Somebody had asked a question about something. I can't remember what the fuck it was. And now I feel like Gary Busey talking about butter sausage. What is this? What is it doing? Why is it in my face? Let's talk about butter sausage. Get it out of here. I was just scrolling and saw your live, so I thought I'd say hello from New Zealand. What are the odds that I got two people from New Zealand in the chat room at the same time? I'm not trying to be rude toward New Zealand. It looks like a lovely country. Would love to visit it. But aren't there like 20 people there? And I got like two of you in the chat room at the same time? Shrooms are how I ended up marrying my first husband. Peace, love, and save the world and all of that. I was deluded. Sorry to hear that. Australia. New Zealand, Australia. Jesus Christ, you guys are like I'm owning the South Pacific here. Olaf from San Antonio, Texas. Favorite Aerosmith song? Ooh, probably something a little bit maybe older, like Draw the Line. Bangladesh's first female prime minister dies at 80. Is that a blue ES335? No, that is a red, white, and blue Grateful Dead themed D'Angelico semi-hollow body. Came over from TikTok. Love your content. Well, welcome. I also came over from TikTok. And actually, I went to TikTok from Facebook and Twitter. So, and then I went to Twitter from fucking MySpace. So, fuck, that's been a minute. My wife has been gone for a couple of days, visiting her aunt in the hospital. And her cat is just moaning. My cat's underneath the desk purring away. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much. What is gas costing in your neighborhood? I've seen it at 202. Here, good gas price is in the 260s on average. Most places we're in the 290s. Can I have your phone number? No. I've started seeing your videos on YouTube lately and have been enjoying your content. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Love your short videos. I do appreciate the fact that people love the short videos so much. The long videos, the 3 minutes or longer videos, that's where I actually get paid. I mean, I get paid for shorts as well, but that's where I get most of my money is from the long form videos, and I do more long form videos than I do shorts. Sometimes people like really live in that shorts area and they don't even know that you do long form videos. I'm only 5 years old and I want someone to talk to. I don't have any friends. Okay, well, if you're 5 years old, then you don't belong in here. So goodbye. 459 in LA, 299 in the South Burbs. We just paid 260 something at Sam's Club over in Joliet. Give that big orange cat a big hug. I did. He's now chilling. You want to buy my shorts, like my literal shorts? I don't have literal shorts, but I do have an e-commerce store, a merch store, if you will. I sell T-shirts and hoodies and throw pillows and coffee mugs and whatnot. I do have a website. It's oldhippiemedia.com. Hippies with an HIPPIE, Old Hippie Media. Yeah, you'll get links to all of the different podcast episodes that I've been a guest on. You'll get links to the newspaper and magazine articles I've been interviewed in. Ways to contact me, ways to book me. I'm on Cameo. I do video shout outs on Cameo. Links to every one of my social media sites. Um, Link to my merch store. Yeah, all kinds of stuff there. Hey, fellas, guy from Putlerland? Putlerland. You Yanks have been awful reminding us lately. Okay. Somebody here says petrol is $1.67 a liter in Australia. It seems like we're on different planets, right? Did you have a good Christmas? I did. I did indeed. I did. And now we're cranking. We got one more Christmas to go with our daughter, son-in-law, and two granddaughters from Southern Indiana. And then once we get together with them, the Christmas decor comes down, and we are just full blown into the 2026 year for content creation. Why did your Christmas crash and burn? Are you a liberal or a leftist? I identify myself as a liberal, center left liberal. I I don't know. People on the right think that I'm a fucking communist or a Marxist or an extreme left wing agitator, and people on the left think that I'm Ronald Reagan. So I don't know what the fuck you would particularly call me or consider me. A liberal living in Oklahoma, says somebody in the comment section. Uh, I try to be honest. Sometimes I have information that is incorrect, and I put it out there, and I try to correct when I do. But yeah, I don't have much in the world. My word is, part of what I got. Would you look at this bump on a log? LOL, laughing face emoji. The fuck? Puerto Vallarta. Greetings from Puerto Vallarta. Nice. Nice. Leftist in rural Ohio here. Oh, you've got one of my little Jerry hand stickers for being a member, don't you? I just noticed that. Nice. I got to put some more of those out there for you members. Why is this channel so boring? Well, here, let me solve the problem for you here. Look, watch. Now you don't have to watch it. Left cheek and right cheek, not wings, butt cheeks of one big ass crapping all over us, somebody says. I got a good topic for you, somebody says. Open the call lines. I don't do call ins. That's not what this is. You're a magician, Tom. You made him disappear. He pulled a Kaiser Sosa. Oh, from Utica. Not too far away from us. Love Soundgarden. Right on. Left or right, it doesn't matter. All of them like kids when they come to Port of. Interesting. Santa Claus. Am I on the good list? I am not Santa Claus. I am Santifa, and you've only got like a week or two left to get your Christmas merch, including my Santifa merch. You have some friends in Danville. Okay. I feel bad for Americans with all the crap that's going on over there right now. Yeah, it's the shits. It sucks. This is a political channel. I just strolled by on YouTube live streams. I predominantly talk about politics, but I also talk about Gen X culture and weed and travel and food and parenting and family life and Chicago history and rock and roll and all kinds of shit. But I predominantly talk about politics. Yes, I am Santifa. It's an animated picture of me with my round sunglasses and my Santa hat on, and it says Santifa underneath it, and you can get that on a T-shirt or a hoodie or a throw pillow. Thank you very much. Close that door, please. Try not to make too much racket. Run a comb through that hair. Love you too, bud. Seriously, fellas, I was told once that you Yanks and we Ivans are same testes, just looking from different angles. Huh? The fuck? Am I? I didn't think I was that high. But apparently I am. I don't. I think he's trying to communicate with me. Definitely going to have to buy. Oh, I got all kinds of merchandise. I've got 7, 8, 9, maybe 9 different Christmas pieces that are going to be up for another week or so. And then I have a full line of merch that is up all year round. I have taco merch and atheist merch and fuck Donald Trump merch and my best-selling shirt, "Have the Day You Voted For," written in rainbow colors. I've sold a shit ton of those. Yeah, I got merch. I also here, if you didn't know, I'll bet you didn't know this. Maybe you did. I've written 2 books. My first book is called A Grateful Life, the life story of a husband, father, and taco-loving deadhead, and it is the story of the first 45 years of my life. It's my memoir. And then Dearest Renee, Letters from the Coronavirus War of 2020, is a series of letters, quote unquote, that I wrote to my wife during quarantine in the form of Facebook posts when I was home retired with the kids and they were doing homeschooling and she was off being an essential worker. So get some books too. Pick up some T-shirts, grab a couple of books. It's available in ebook format too if you want to download it right away. But if you want to give me more of your money, you can buy it in paperback book format. What am I doing for New Year's Eve? Having some dinner, taking my nightly dewdrop, and going to bed. I don't stay up for New Year's. Did you ever get COVID? A couple of times, yeah. One time, it was bad coming back from a cruise. Like, got back from the cruise, and the next day it was like, oh, yeah, I can start to feel it already. What do you call a black man flying a plane? A pilot. How's the beautiful blue jay? Okay, let me tell you something. So my wife is out of town visiting her aunt. And so I've been taking care of the fucking birds. And I put the peanuts out this morning and the bird seed and all of that shit. And the fucking blue jays came in, and it isn't a blue jay. It isn't a couple of blue jays. I counted them today. There were 7 blue jays in that backyard eating those fucking peanuts. I was like, God damn, we are gonna go fucking broke feeding blue jays. We're gonna be like Randolph and Mortimer Duke living in a fucking cardboard box because we just had to make sure them blue jays got fed. How's the animals inside and outside of your house? As always, they're fine. Your backyard is about to get way louder. There's a little bit of everything going on in the backyard. We have all the little birds. We have the woodpeckers, a couple different kinds of woodpeckers. We have the blue jays. We have the cardinals. We have the chipmunks and the squirrels. Of course, there are obviously rabbits out there as well. We've got Paulie the possum living underneath the shed. And here recently, I've noticed, like as the sun's coming up or after the sun has come up, from somewhere in the front of the house to the back side of the house where it kind of disappears into a wooded area, along our fence line runs this fat ass fucking skunk, Pepe. And so now we got a skunk that has taken up some form, if not residency, at least he or she is using the property as a little bit of a like a highway system to get from a safe highway system to get from one point to another. So there's just all kinds of animals living out there, like all fucking kinds of. And the black cat is somewhere out there. I don't know. I put the outdoor cat house, the one that you buy off of TikTok. It's got the fucking heated blanket in it and 2 different doors that it can go in and out of. Put one of those out there. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's actually using it. Long time subscriber to my channel, but first time watching. It's first time watching live, I would assume. Then is that what you meant? You have 8 bearded dragons. Fuck, that's a lot. Say hi to my partner Emily. She's new. Aloha, Emily. Paper beats rock. I remember seeing a skunk that was almost as big as a cat. Yeah, this thing was huge. Didn't start. I always enjoy watching your videos. First time watching you live. The best Metallica album? Oh, was probably Master of Puppets. Ride the Lightning would be a close second for me. That's back when they were at their peak. Master. Yeah, we definitely have Possum living in the backyard. He's living underneath the shed. With Cliff Burton on bass. Exactly. KGS, he's cool, but how am I gonna love him? One married, 2 don't know him. What the fuck? Thanks for all your hard work on the channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Steely Dan is better. I've seen some of your videos before. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Awesome photo wall. Yeah, we got another one going in the front here, in front of me. I am going to keep the videos coming. I live a few blocks from a wooded area, and we get deer in our backyard. We don't get deer in the backyard mainly because there are most of the properties around here have fences, including ours. But we get all those other critters in the backyard, and then when fall turns to winter, we get the coyotes walking down the road in front of our house. So you know, we got that. Impromptu life. Did I say it wrong in the title? I probably did. Who the fuck knows? Let's see. I did. Look at that. Und problem corrected. Look at that. What the shit? Is it really not taken? You really not going to take right now? You're some of the beach in Farragon ice, so I'm going to rip off your Farragon arms and shove them over your Farragon ice. Sorry, guys. Let me try and get this to work. Content. Live. Impromptu life. Change. No, I don't need that. Changes saved. And there you go. There you go. About fucking time. Jesus. That took long enough. Oh, what's going on here? Just subbed, just saw, wasn't for whatever reason, huh? If/when that ballroom is demolished, I want them to film the bulldozers live. Here we go again with proselytizing bullshit. Somebody says, Jesus Christ is coming, please repent. Oh, no, we're not doing that. You're done. Round it up, wind it up, you're done. You're out. You want to believe in Jesus Christ, you are more than welcome to believe in Jesus Christ. All good, man. We can even be friends. I'm married to a follower of Jesus Christ. But if you were going to sit here and run that fucking hole in your face telling everybody else how they should believe exactly how you believe, then you can lick every fucking ounce of the Tainthal region on your way out the fucking door. I'm not going to listen to it. Don't fucking care. Not going to have it. Go knock on some fucking doors. Okay? Bundle up, go knock on some doors. Fuck off. Jesus is coming. Oh. Tell him to aim it right, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, we're not doing the Zelensky 28 thing either. I mean, he can't do it. The Bears came close to the Super Bowl. The Bears won a Super Bowl once. Jesus built your hot rod? Nice. Nice. Would you ever run for office? Did years ago. Not interested in it now. At this point in my life, and at this point in not only my personal life, the age that I am, and my private life, enjoying life in the private sector, I should say. I don't think so. I finally clicked on one of your clips after them persistently showing up on my feed for weeks. Now I click on them every time they show up. Thank you for sharing your points of view. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Greetings from Grays Lake, Illinois. Well, greetings back at you from Shanahan, Illinois. Jerry was a race car driver. Sorry, somebody just typed the lyrics. Good evening, Conley. Dude, I love the guitar. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So do I. 'Tis the reason why it hangs there. You know? 'Tis the reason. Because I love it too. Hoping to be buried with it. No joke. Seems like a waste of a good guitar, but then again, a guitar hanging on my wall when I don't even know how to play the fucking guitar seems like a waste of a good guitar, but damn, it looks good there. You know what I mean? Much love from Boston. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That design is so sick. That design is, you see this thing right next to it? It's the Grateful Dead skull with the lightning bolt through it. That's what it is. This is the Grateful Dead designed D'Angelico. It was designed in conjunction with the band. It's the red, white, and blue paint job with the 13-point bolt down the middle of it. Will Donnie's grave become a shrine for cultists or a public toilet for everyone? Yeah, to both. Yep, that design is known as the Steal Your Face. The skull, the Grateful Dead skull with the lightning bolt, that's what that's called, the Steal Your Face, otherwise known as a Steely. Yep. That Steely, that skull with the lightning bolt, is also up on the head of the guitar. And then, yeah, the red, white, and blue paint job with the bolt, the 13-point bolt. You smoking Zaza? I'm smoking something. And it's nice. That's nice. Jesus Built My Hot Rod is a song. Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. I did not know that. What is the black lighting thing next to the guitar? What are you talking about? These are curtains. This is a picture of the Grateful Dead on stage at Alpine Valley. This is a picture of the Beatles. This is a metal Steal Your Face that a follower of mine made by cutting it out of metal with steel. This is the carving of Bob Marley's face that I bought in Jamaica in 2019. Oh, this is a piece. Yeah, this is a piece of metal. This follower cuts art out of metal with fire, and he cut this out and sent it to me. Said, "Here, man, put this on your wall." I had a cassette single of Jesus the Remix and TV song Rule. I gotta put that down for a minute. That's hitting pretty good. That's hitting fairly decently. Sick skull. Oh yes, I have skulls. This is my skull collection along this top shelf. I got skulls here, and then the lava lamp is kind of the halfway point, and then there's mini guitars here. See the mini guitars that run along there? This is my father's ashes right here in this box. Got a little miscellaneous cubby down here. These are my V-Dub bus die cast. A shit ton of books. This is my Indianapolis Colts cubby and another miscellaneous cubby. But yeah, these are the skulls. You get these on Amazon. They're all made out of resin. They run $19 to $40 a piece, depending on which ones you get. Is weed legal where you are? Yes, I'm in the state of Illinois, and weed is legal for both recreational and medicinal purposes. If you smoke it for recreational purposes, you're allowed to purchase and or possess at any given point in time an ounce, and you can't grow any for personal use. If you have a medicinal card, you can possess or buy up to 2 ounces, and you can grow up to 5 plants. I think his sons will try to stay in. I think Don Jr. will try to stay in politics and try to be the heir apparent, and it's not going to work for him. I don't know what the hell Eric's going to do. He's the dingbat of the family. Ivanka has already pulled away, and nobody ever gave a fuck about Tiffany. So, she's off doing whatever the fuck it is she's doing. Gonna pester you with this. Any thoughts on what's left of USA's 250th birthday in 2026, Tom? Or maybe you folks, since you Yanks are back to square one. It's gonna be a doozy of a pickle of a shitstorm. It's gonna be fucked up. The 250th birthday of this country is gonna forever be marred by the fact that the president at the time was this fucking liquefied bucket of orangutan shit poured into a cheaply made Chinese suit. Thank you for the 2026. Appreciate that. No skulls or anything. Eric Trump is the bonehead, and Don Jr. is the Junior is the constant disappointment because he bears his father's name and he can never live up to daddy's expectations. So Don Jr. is Trump's ultimate disappointment. Ivanka is his greatest treasure. Tiffany is like whatever to him. And I think he looks at Eric as sort of like, really, are you really my kid? Because, damn. Happy New Year to everyone, says Alicia. No, we don't need Jon Stewart to run. We need actual politicians to run that are decent and want to serve. We gotta stop bringing in celebrities, and movie stars, and actors, and comedians, and just let them stick to what they do. I feel like disappointment is the Trump family legacy. Probably is. Probably is. Trump was a disappointment to his parents. These nuts 2028. I mean, anything's possible. Give it a whirl, run it up the flagpole, see who salutes. Mike Lindell needs to shut the hell up. Mike Lindell needs to be in prison. Mike Lindell has attempted to destroy the lives of countless people with his propaganda. And watching him get fucking smoked in Minnesota is going to be fantastic to watch. Ukraine lucked out getting a real patriot as a president. You talking about Zelensky or Trump? What's up, Asian man? I don't know who you're talking to. You need ICE to deported those eye bags? Really? That's what you came up with? You get muted just for that. You need ICE deported those eye bags. Do they really got to teach you guys some better English before bumping you up to the commenting crew over there in Mother Russia? Oh, Mike Lindell couldn't find his way out of a paper bag. No, he doesn't know how to get out of his own way. Spamming the chat will get you put in timeout, says Conley, and Conley is a mod, and she will do that. Just letting you know. Dead pedos don't reoffend. Exactly. Dead pedos don't reoffend. They say that what we should do with these people is put tracking devices in them so that we can know where they're at all times. And I say to that, And this is I actually got this from Dennis Miller, the comedian, the right wing comedian Dennis Miller. My response to that is, you know what makes it really really easy to track them? Burials. You know right where they're at. They're right there. Michael Lindell goes ape shit if you insult his pillows. Right? Right. Michael Lindell is he just can't get right. He just can't get right. If I could steal a line from life, it just it, it's just something. There's something off with the boy. There's something off with the boy. Batshit crazy. That's an understatement. He is dripping from the ceiling of the cave. Batshit crazy. I mean, it is. Wow. What brand of vacuum do you have? Shark. We have a Shark robot and a Shark upright. I did have a feather pillow. Okay, that went by quickly. Mike Lindell flipped out over a dude saying his pillows are lumpy. Well, I heard they are. They're just chunks of foam in a mattress, right? Trump is a caricature of every single thing that is wrong with humanity. It, I will never, for the remainder of my life, not be stunned at the fact that people actually voted for this fucking guy. This guy has spent 6 decades telling us what a fucking douchebag he is. This guy has fucking cheated on every wife he's ever had in the open. He has treated women like shit. He has fucked over contractors. He has bankrupted casinos. He has put himself in front of a camera for 6 fucking decades and told you what a piece of shit he is over and over and over and over again. So when he said, I'm going to run for president, I was like, yeah, he's just going to fucking do what he originally thought he was going to do. Get his name out there a little bit more, maybe make a little bit of money off of it. But these fucking idiots started voting for him. It was a wide field, and the normal Republican vote was spread out over many candidates, and the batshit crazy vote was concentrated on Donald Trump, and the fucker started picking up states. And everybody went, "Is this really happening?" And then the fucker became the nominee, and everybody was like, "No, that's not real." And yeah, it was real. These dumb motherfuckers actually voted for this fucking guy. Actually voted for this fucking guy. They looked at Donald motherfucking Trump and went, oh, he'd make a good president. In what fucking multiverse? In what fucking multiverse, man? I, I will never not be stunned that people voted for him. The dude is a rancid excuse for a human being. He is an waste of otherwise useful human DNA. You can run the shop vac over the top of the human gene pool 24/7, 365, and you are not going to suck up 1/1 millionth of whatever the fuck it is that he looks at every morning in the mirror. Holy shit. Is this dude just an absolute abhorrent bucket of shit? Anyway, um, it got fucking cold out today. Trump isn't the problem. No, his supporters are the problem. But enabling a piece of shit like him is the current problem that we're dealing with. I mean, we're not even in this a year. January 20th is a year. So we're not even in it a year yet. And he has threatened military action against Panama, Greenland, Mexico, Canada, Palestine hasn't been able to stop the war in Ukraine, and we've already bombed Iran and Venezuela. We've started a trade war with literally every country on the fucking planet. Inflation has gone up, unemployment has gone up, the cost of goods have gone up. We have masked whoever roaming the American streets, uh, uh, disappearing people without due cause. We're 11 months in. 11 fucking months, man. 11 months. Holy shit. Listen, is it good for content? Of course it's good for content, but Jesus Christ, I'll take some boring content just to be able to have some fucking normalcy, but we're not going to get that for at least 3 years. There will be no normalcy for at least 3 years, even if he doesn't survive his own presidency. If Mother Nature and old age take their course, and eventually he has that one last Big Mac, and everybody opens up their eyes one morning and reads the big beautiful obituary, we're still looking at J.D. Vance as president for the remainder of his term. So we're in this for 3 fucking years. Everything that has happened has only happened in 11 months. Guess you forgot about cities burning in the last 4? Oh, are you one of these people that are stupid enough to actually want to push that bullshit here? Happy New Year, friends. New Year be marked by peace. Right back at you. What do I think would actually happen if J.D. Vance was made president? If something happened to Donald Trump, or the 25th Amendment in his ass, or something of that nature? Listen, what would happen? Okay, you would lose the chaoticness, right? You're not going to be firing people via tweet and screaming into social media the way that Donald Trump does. You're going to lose the chaoticness, and you'd have more calm stewardship with J.D. Vance at the helm, but you would get somebody who also knows how Congress works. You would get somebody who knows how to manipulate the people within his own party to vote for an extremist agenda, but maybe on a more quiet basis, and you lose the lame duck stamp, right? If Trump stays president, he's a lame duck from here to the end of his president. If Trump passes away or gets 25th Amendmented and J.D. Vance become president, he gets to run for re-election, so he's no longer a lame duck. When did this live start? 49 minutes and 30 seconds ago. He knows a lot more about how Congress works than Trump does. Do you believe a paranoia of socialism from right-wingers has enabled a modest rise of it in this country? No. How is what ICE doing legal? It's not. But they don't give a shit about legality because judges and courts don't have marshals to go enforce their rulings. They can make whatever ruling they want. How are they going to enforce it? Hi from London, UK. I've just liked and subscribed, brother. Well, thank you very much. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Last time Hyundai tried to open a factory in America, I shut it down. Yeah. Yeah, and they're not bringing those folks back. They said, we've played that fucking game. We're done. There's a negative effect all around. Look what somebody made me. There were a lot of boxes waiting for me at the post office when I went and visited. But this person made goodies, a follower of mine. which always sort of weirds me out. Like if there's somebody sending homemade goods in the mail that you don't know. These appear to be some type of a darker cookie, maybe a pumpkin cookie. I don't know. These definitely appear to be chocolate chip. At least I hope they are. If those are raisins, I am going to be pissed. And then the Italian, you know what I'm saying? Could have cat hair in them. I have 5 cats and a dog in my house. Everything I own, everything I consume, everything I sit on, everything I sleep on, it all has cat hair. I'm probably 2% cat hair. Surprised I'm not hacking up a lung. Fur balls, hair balls. Raisins are good. No, they're not. No, they're not. Raisins are vile, detestable things. Just somebody wants to be my food tester. Tune back in. Been having a debate with my husband over which jobs get prioritized during the Christmas/New Year's break. We have some different ideas. We'll lay them on us. We'll help you decide. Just throw it out there. Well, we as a collective, there are 133 of us in here. How are there 133 people in here and we only have 102 likes? Tap the screen, please. Tap, 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 tap. Anyway, there are 133 of us in here. We can help you guys sort it out. We'll tell you who's right and who's wrong. Am I doing all right these days? Fair to middling. Am I a Christian? No, I'm an atheist. How's Renee? Tired. She's been out of town for a couple of days with her mom and one of our daughters visiting Renee's aunt, her mom's sister, who's been in the hospital, not doing well. So they've been out of town for a few days. They left Saturday morning. They're coming back tomorrow. Somebody said biscuits and gravy, yummo. Vile. Vile. Horrendous slop. Horrendous biscuits and gravy. Yeah, it's it's 35 degrees here in Australia. Right on. Mincemeat pies? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? Thoughts on mashed potatoes? They're all right. Yeah, I mean, there's a place for them. Concrete for your colon. Exactly. Listen, when you've eaten as much biscuits and gravy as I did in my childhood, you never want to touch biscuits and gravy again. Yes, I did, Gubbins. I did. It's sitting over here. I did a video about it today. Thank you very much. Don't be puking underneath my desk. Sausage gravy and biscuits look like snot. Tastes like it too. You got to try an Australian meat pie and sausage roll. I had somebody from Australia, a follower of a mutual, send me some of those from Australia in this weird freezer pack. They were all right. Not my, excuse me, not necessarily my jam. You know what I mean? You have all the Jimmy Dean country sausage gravy and shit fucking breakfasts that you want. You know what I mean? You knock yourself out. I'm never going to eat that shit again. There is no circumstance under the fucking sun in which I will ever eat biscuits and gravy again as long as I live. I haven't eaten it for 30 plus fucking years and I'm not going to eat it again. Mm. Grits? I haven't had grits in forever. to touch mac and cheese again. See, I love a good mac and cheese still. There are a lot of things as I'm aging that I can't do anymore. And it's not because they're going to tear me up or anything. They just taste like shit anymore. Like, I can't do a frozen pizza. It doesn't matter what one it is. They all taste like fucking plastic to me now. All of them. And it's a goddamn shame. Um, yeah. A cheese blintz? Maybe. What's my opinion on Fredo Corleone's haircut? The fuck? Subway sandwich. You talking about the chain Subway? When you say Subway sandwiches taste like cardboard? See, I don't particularly care for Jimmy John's. My wife is getting a Jimmy John's sub. I'll get it from somewhere else. And I'm not a huge fan of Subway, the chain Subway, but I'd rather have a Subway sub than a Jimmy John's. I'd rather have a Jersey Mike's over any of them. As a Canadian, my preferred source of heart disease is poutine. Yeah, my wife tried it when we were in Canada back in August. Didn't care for it. I've never really had it. I'm gonna roll with Ed O'Neill's description of it in Modern Family when he says, "Well, it looks like vomit, so I will not be poutining it in my mouth." Jersey Mike's makes a solid sub for a chain. You know what I mean? You guys got me for a few more minutes, and then I got to go put my feet up. Modern Family. Subway peaked in the 90s. Subway was at their prime when we had the V cut. When the V cut was the standard issue, Subway was rolling, baby. $5 foot long with a V cut. Dog. I said the same thing like 6 times I found out worth talking about. Right on. I hate the way Subway restaurants smell. Fair enough. I'll give you that. There are a lot of different. There's a lot of little bit of everything going on in the olfactory arena. We need to get some different people cooking for y'all. Subway is mid, not gonna lie. Listen, I'm not saying I'm a fan of Subway. I'm saying if you're gonna tell me I can get a Subway or a Jimmy John's, I'm gonna get a Subway because I don't really like Jimmy John's. You know what I mean? Oddly enough, I'm with you. Lettuce, I don't prefer like a leaf of lettuce. I prefer shredded lettuce. Yes, it's weird. Pizza, it's got to be cut in squares. Triangle pizza is just like it's wrong. It tastes different. How often do you go live, my friend? Okay, so let's talk about this. How often do I go live? I go live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. So that's a standard every Tuesday night. So I'll be live Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And then I do these impromptu lives 3 to 5 times a week. Now, here's the thing, though. Every live that I've ever done on YouTube is archived in the form of a video. So you go to my page, you've got videos and shorts, and then you've got lives, and you can go watch all the old lives. You can catch up on all of them. And you can read all the comments and see all the interaction from the Tuesday night lives to the impromptu lives. All of them are just sitting there waiting for you to go enjoy. Just go enjoy. I've had leftover pizza for breakfast, of course. Tell Franklin I said, that's a good kitty. He's a good kitty. How you doing? He's curled up. He's asleep. Thanks for having us. Every now and again. And listen, I do it, more often when my wife is out of town, and I would, if she was in town right now, I'd be sitting in the other room, spending my time with her. But she's out of town, so fuck it. Came in here and killed a few more minutes to say hello to the people that follow the page and make it possible for me to earn a living doing this shit. This is fucking nuts. This is fucking nuts. Hey, go to your home office, burn some herb, talk into your phone about politics and social issues. And we're gonna fucking pay you for that. Okay, we're not doing this with the fucking you spamming the same fucking question 900 times. Get fucked. God damn. Get a fucking hobby. Jesus, Mary, and motherfucking Joseph. Would you find somebody to fucking touch your no-no spot? Go get a fucking taco. Get yourself a slice of pizza. Stop and get a beef sandwich. Hire a lady of the night to do something to you to loosen you the fuck up. You fucking lunatics. God fucking damn. Hey, we got the first donation of the night at $7 coming in at Geek Toe. Thanks again, he says. I appreciate that. Thank you. So as people ask, so here, that's the very first donation. People ask, how much do you get to keep? So you can see here, Geek donated $6.99. And my total, as of right, one and only donation, my total is at $5.11. So that's how much I get to keep out of like a $7 donation. So for the people who were asking before in other lives. Who keeps the rest? YouTube. Do you think leg warmers will be popular again? Oh, can we just hope not? Can we hope not? No. Um, is it difficult to be outspoken in a politically correct culture? I don't find it to be. I think a lot of people get worried that they're gonna like they have a job, they have a career, but they're also doing social media content, and they're worried that somebody's going to expose who they are. They're going to get them fired from their job, and it's happened to some people, right? It happened. Unfortunately, it happened to Hawk out in San Francisco. Or they're going to find out what your real name is and what town you live in, and expose you that way, or something of that nature. Coming into social media content and content creation in the video arena, already having retired, already having worked for myself before I retired, there's nobody to call. There's nobody to get me fired. There's no way to make me lose my income because, my boss doesn't want to hear 900 fucking phone calls a day about what a piece of shit I am. You can't expose my real name because I use it. You can't talk about, well, yeah, but he lives in this town. Yeah, I know. His kids are named this. Yeah, I know. I tell you all of that stuff. So it tends to drive them a little bit nuts when you have all of that going for you. But it also helps you in that politically correct world to just say what the fuck you want to say. Who is your most persistent troll? Oh, I don't know. It used to be. Who's that fucking dumbass that was going to sue me? Aaron Pendergraph. It used to be Aaron. I don't know who my most persistent one would be now. Give them no air. Oh no, I've made content off of them because if they're going to be ignorant, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight them and profit off of it. What do we have here? Yeah, some news scrolls going by tonight. Aaron's doing too many lines. Yeah, so you remember Aaron. Oh, shit, he was fucking crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. Depends on the platform, I think. Yes. 2 more weeks, the lawsuit's coming, right? Um, yeah, I'm sure the lawsuit is still coming. God, that guy's a 7-layer loser. Bro has a Confederate flag hanging on the ceiling, right? Of his garage. He's in his fucking garage underneath his Confederate flag, threatening to sue people he doesn't like on social media. And I'm like, guy, you are not. How could you? You're not embarrassed? When you make this fucking content, you're not embarrassed, man? Anyway. Fucked if I know. So, listen, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to be live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the tube of you. Put it in your phone. May set a reminder, or hit the little fucking bell icon on my page here on YouTube, and it'll just send you it's a reminder notification. It'll send you a notification every time I go live, every time I post a video, something of that nature. So, all right, hasta lasagna. Don't get any on you.